WRPB and WRPB Studios. So, we live in Florida. It's the hurricane capital of the world. And the thing that you hear, maybe not the most, I think the most things you hear are about air conditioning. But I think roofing is probably something you hear about all the time. And everybody is saying, oh my gosh, my roof's in good condition, but I need to get a new roof, and it's going to cost me thousands and thousands of dollars. But if you watch TV, you will learn that there are other options. With me is Brian and Justin, Summers and Summers Roofing.
Yes.
Okay, so you are the other option.
Yes, 100%.
Okay, so how does one, so first of all, explain what you do.
Okay. Well, our first re-roof was in 1992, and that's where we began our business in re-roofing industry. They were both residential and commercial. But as technology has developed over the past 15 to 20 years, we have evolved more and more into, and my son's, Justin's son partner, has done a lot more of the deep dive. So we've reinvented ourselves to being more focused on residential and commercial solutions that are more affordable, and it comes in the world that's now labeled coatings. But we could break down what would you do for a shingled roof versus a barrel tiled roof versus a flat roof. And there's different solutions that go with code that benefit homeowners' insurance needs and extends or rejuvenates the life of their current roof. And if we're so fortunate to actually re-roof it, we can go both ways with them.
So you will do a new roof if it need be.
If need be, yes.
Okay, so Justin, how does one know if it's time for a new roof or if it's time for a coating, for lack of a better word?
There's multiple factors that will determine between a new roof versus a coating. For example, shingle roofs, we look at the granulars, those little rocks that you might see on top of shingles that add the color. If we have lost a portion that is over 50% of those granulars, we would have to go a re-roofing route. However, if you have about 50% or more of those granulars still on that shingle roof, we can do a treatment for that roof and provide a warranty as well. For barrel tile roofs, if the cement is broken down too much, then we would have to push you towards more of a re-roof. But if we can save it and seal the roof, we would push you towards that way because it's better for your pocketbook and your home as well.
Okay, so I have to ask you this, totally off that question. What's it like working with your dad?
Oh, it was a struggle at first. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it was a struggle at first, but over time we've learned that we actually think a lot more alike than I originally realized. And then including my brothers into the process in the family business as well, it definitely changed the dynamic of our family and has also helped us understand each other more in different ways that we didn't know prior to being in business together. So.
Okay, Brian.
Yes.
Now, the other side of the coin is, what's it like, because I'm older like you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm older than you, I'm sure. But what's it like working with someone who's younger that's going to have 100 times different ideas because they're thinking from a younger mind, which is a lot of times better than the way we think. Mm-hmm. What's it like working with someone like that? And it's your son.
Great question. There's a couple different dynamics in that. First, because of the father and sons.
Right.
Son, we have to actually define roles. Are we speaking as dad, or are we speaking as business partner, or are we speaking as leader to younger men? So that took us a while to develop in itself, because we carry the same traditional values that our generation had. Do what you say you're going to do. Be where you say you're going to be. Customer's always right. Go back. And right there, you're beating a lot of roofing companies just because you're willing to answer the phone and go back.
Right.
I know my competition, our competition of businesses that are doing the right work. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot that aren't. So all of that is, as a father, I've taught to my sons, because that's where you get respect from people.
Right.
And where they speak good about you moving forward. So that's probably a baseline value we have. Now, the second part of your question. The new world of internet, the new world of apps, the new world of software, the way to touch people in different ways than the way we did. It's a blend. We do both. We will still go to your community and support an event, and you can shake our hands. But we also are in different TV, radio, billboards, social media. And they helped a lot with the social media, the web development, the pieces of that, because they learned that in school naturally.
Right.
I was like the old gears trying to figure out how the infrastructure of the technology world works. So it's been a very cool blend because
Right.
I get to do that with my sons, and it's enjoyable.
I surely don't blame you for that. So, do you get busy because we live in the hurricane capital of the
Yeah.
world? Does it get busier prior to hurricane season?
Yeah, for the most part, yes. Usually our prime season is middle May to about middle of September, and that is just because of the surge of water that comes. So a lot people have issues with their roofs, so they just try to find more affordable solutions versus spending tens of thousands to re-roof the home, and then that's where our family comes in. So.
Okay, so I have to ask you this. So, Dad is older like me. Do you make him go up on a roof and sweat it out?
Yes, he actually loves going up on the roofs.
Does he?
It's just an exercise for the day. So
Yeah, it's exercise.
yeah, he's up on the roofs doing the work with us, and he's teaching us his expertise and knowledge to the younger siblings of mine and me and myself. So yeah, he's up on the roofs every time. Yeah.
Okay, so I call you up and say, hey, I don't know what's going on my roof because I'm not going to get on a ladder and go check.
Mhm.
So what's the next step? So I call you up and I say, I don't know what's going on in my roof.
We'll come out and do an inspection of the roof. Very simple. Because we need to see, is this a re-roof potential, or is this a treatment or a coating potential? That's really what's going on.
Okay.
And then in the inspection, we're explaining the inspection process to you. Like, what we see. Is this a situation where we can replace some shingles and provide a 5-year or 10-year warranty for you with one of the treatments? Or no? And we also have to be mindful for you because of insurance laws, and you can fit within different insurance laws that can benefit you to go one way or the other. So that's what's going on in simple. And we're doing it with you, and we're taking pictures, before pictures of everything, so that everything you're seeing is matching exactly what we're saying. And that goes back to integrity and traditional values. And
Okay, so I say, all right, I'm going to do it. What's the time frame from the time that I contract you to do it to the time it gets done?
depends
If it's a
upon
coating,
which.
let's say coating.
If it's a coating, it's usually within the next 2 weeks.
Because I personally think that's amazing, and I'm surprised it hasn't come around sooner. Do we know how long it's been around?
Have it.
Yeah. So Roof Max itself, it was
Which is shingles. Roof Max
yeah,
is shingles.
Roof Max is our shingle product. That's kind of the ones you most likely see on the television a lot, or hear on the radio, or see it on YouTube. If you're a homeowner in the South Florida area, the Roof Max treatment product first came out in 2013. It was a Shark Tank invested product, if
wow.
you're aware of the show Shark Tank.
Mhm.
The Kevin Harrington was the original investor. He actually owns dealerships on the Tampa side of Florida as well. So he's an investor and a Roof Max dealer himself. And then the Roof Max treatment has, over time, become more and more popular as we've gotten TV in 2022 and gotten onto radio and YouTube and that era too. So yeah, it's
You
been
could-
a long.
To add on that, you can go and look on YouTube, Roof Max, and you can see over 2,000 videos. There's now 700 dealers across America. We have now done miles we are the dealer from Sebastian to Fort Lauderdale. This is our dealerships market for Roof Max. But you can do research before even going to Summers Florida Roofing, our website, and do research by just going to YouTube and seeing, wow, there actually is an affordable solution that extends and rejuvenates the roof.
Look, I saw
So
it
that's
on,
the Roof Max, but he has more he could say.
I saw it on TV, and I said, this is a godsend.
It is.
For a lot of people.
It's a couple thousand versus tens of thousands.
Yeah, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Practical.
why do you need to? First of all, there's a lot of reasoning here. One is you're saving money. Two is you're saving the environment because you're not getting rid of that garbage.
Correct.
And three, in my opinion, is it's probably much safer to put the coating on than to start ripping everything apart and then having to go back up there, carry all that stuff up there and whatever.
Yes.
So now, is this coating like, basically, what's the coating made of?
So the Roof Max part of the coating, the shingle treatment, that is a soy methyl ester soybean product.
Okay.
So it's an all natural product. So you can wash your hands with it. Pets could touch it or lick it. You'll be totally fine. And because of that, it is a beneficial product for the environment, because you're basically recycling plant-based items and then using it for something that is beneficial to a home. And it actually improves the quality of your home, improves the quality of the roof, and again, saves tens of thousands of dollars compared to re-roofing. So,
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, I was curious because I look at it as, because I don't have a clue, because I'm clueless. I look at it as almost like painting over with some sort of coating that is thick, almost like, for lack of a better word, some sort of waxing coating that's going to kind of seal it as much as it can.
yeah. So for our tile roof treatments, that is clear. That is what seals the tile roof. First, the primer strengthens the actual tiles itself, and then we put a wax as the second coat on the tile roof.
Oh my God, I'm starting to feel smart.
Yeah.
That's the wax work.
Yeah, the tile wax helps the waterproofing effect for the tile roofs, which are those barrel tiles,
Right.
Spanish looking ones. For shingles, it also goes on white, but then dries clear.
Oh,
So that helps the shingle be able to be more flexible and super glue the granulars. And for our flat roof products, those are typically a white kind of paint acrylic type, and that provides a whole and tile seal on the flat roof. So
And for our metal roofs, we have a rubberized type product. So if you have a metal roof, you can seal a metal roof as well.
Is the
So-
rubberized thing clear?
You can actually have it colored.
Oh, that's
So you
interesting.
can
Yeah.
have it be colored to your home, but there's also a clear.
Well, and the other thing, thinking as a homeowner and thinking about metal roofs, will this coating kind of temper down the sound of the rain hitting instead of hitting the metal?
It's not, yes, but it's not sold for that benefit.
No, I don't
It's
care.
more
what
for a
it's sold
sealant and
That
the
do we know?
aesthetics.
As
But
lay
yes.
people, what do we know? We
But-
just, oh look, it's stopping some of that noise.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm agreeing, but I'm also stating that it's not really what we're trying to
yeah,
do.
a more practical version of that is that it is a temperature reducer. Because of the white tint of the product, it helps actually reduce
Oh,
the
yeah,
temperature in your
that would
home
make
because of the reflecting of light. So
So how, let's just say that we have a shingled roof.
Mhm.
Let's just say, I don't know, I'm just picking numbers. Let's just say it's 50 feet long and, just to make it simple, 10 feet wide. Okay, so that would be 500 square feet. How long does that take to do?
1 to 4 hours, depending on the size of all the roofs we have here.
Okay, so basically, no matter what your roof is,
It's a half a day job, not a full day job for coatings
okay,
of shingled spray.
right.
But if it's barrel tile or metal, it'll take more like a half a day to a full day.
So you get in all the spots, is that why?
Yeah, because there's a couple levels of treatment that takes a little bit longer.
yeah, for
It's a
tile
coating
roofs
process.
and metal roofs, we usually have to double coat it. For example, the tile roofs, we have a dual action treatment, the primer and then the sealant. For the metal roofs, we do 2 to 3 coats to make sure it's properly sealed. And for the Roof Max product, it naturally gets double coated by the way we spray, by the way we are
The
taught
shingles.
to spray. So that only takes about a few hours.
Okay, so using my little knowledge, a tiled roof, the barrel tile, you can't get up there and stand on them and spray, can you?
You can.
Oh, you can?
There's a place where you stand. You never stand on the barrel part. You stand on the flat part in between,
Okay.
and you stand at the bottom of one and the top of another, because that's where the nail would be.
Ah.
That is the safe place to stand.
All right. We're
So
gonna,
we usually don't put big guys up there because it's too
Yeah.
hard for them to manage
Can't put the
their
big
body. So we have all different sized guys in our crews. So
Yeah.
the big guys don't go to those
I'm one of
jobs.
the guys, the smaller guys who are on the tile roofs. Yeah.
all right, we're getting to the top of our time. How do people find you? You have a website?
Yes. So our website is summersfloaterroofing.com. And our phone number you can also reach us at is 754-799-7663.
And I hate to be a broken record, but this is another one of those jobs that's not a DIY job, okay? Getting on a roof is, one, dangerous. Two, you could do more damage if you do it wrong than if you have someone do it. So always use a professional. I want to thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you.
Everybody, we'll be right back.